I don't know who needs to hear this, but Elder Scrolls Oblivion just got released today as a remaster. It's been 20 years. It's been 20 years since that game came out. And the graphics look fucking amazing. Maybe better than Skyrim. And if any of you know, Skyrim came out like 10 years ago. We've been desperately waiting for the Elder Scrolls 6 to drop. They've been making it for 10 years. Drink some water, by the way. It looks fucking good. They stayed true to the original while also offering all of the quality of life adjustments that you could possibly need. So I've got like a quarter of the bar left before it's downloaded, and I'm playing the fuck out of it. I don't know if I'm going to stream it or if I'm just going to play it. I'm really not sure. But I know that I'm spending a significant amount of time on this game. And the message here is to have fun. I downloaded the original game like 2 weeks ago, and I tried to play it, and the graphics were so awful that I quit. Like almost immediately. And that's got to be one of those things where like you sense it coming ahead of time, and you're like, I want this nostalgia. And then it's just unplayable. Got it. My new phone case is made of plastic. It's like durable and not rubber like before, so it's not staying up well. But despite us being allowed to have fun and do what we want to do and make time for joy, which we've been talking about all week, making time for fun and recreation, we are also being guided not to lose that stable foundation. We are being guided to make sure that we are consistent with our workouts and that we are making all the time that we need for classes. My textbook for yoga instruction, one of the textbooks. There's 2 textbooks that I have to like get for that. Anyway, one of them arrives tomorrow and the other one arrives later. But my first textbook arrives tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be a full day of study. So tonight, I'm going to play the fuck out of this game. That's where I'm at. Major decisions, choices. We really need to be careful here. If you're like me, you get tunnel vision. And it's super, super easy to get wrapped up in something and let other things slide. So we're not going to do that. By the way, my car got towed today. And normally when somebody says my car got towed, that's a bad thing. But I've been waiting for them to pick up my car and take it to the shop for almost 2 weeks. I think it's been almost 2 weeks now. And I learned how to drive stick, so I can still get wherever I need to go. But like, they finally got it. We've got movement on the horizon. We've got this new remaster dropping after 20 years of anticipation, 10 years after the sequel came out. Like, there's been a massive dry spell here that is being lifted. And whatever it is that was holding you back or standing in the way, blue is important. Maybe blue is the top. Whatever it was that was standing in the way no longer is. Blue tank tops are your synchronicity right now. And I just got a message, which is what knocked my phone down. The vibration it's like bzzzt and knocked the phone off. There could be something world shaking that's about to happen. But whatever it is, it's justice. It is necessary, it is needed. And I'm hearing the shockwave. Not a shockwave. You want me to say that? Well, the shot heard around the world. That's the energy here. And it doesn't have to be a pew-pew. It has to be something big, something world-shattering, but not necessarily in a bad way. Like I said, it's justice. And we are being guided to remain open-hearted here, to remain rooted in our, I'm hearing channel. In our channel. Not like a channel as in the divine channel, but a channel as in like when you slide wood, like whenever there's a groove and you slide another piece of wood that's like a connecting piece, if these were two boards of wood and they connected in the corners, then like there would be a channel, a groove in which it slides perfectly, like a puzzle. So if the two connecting pieces are Queen of Wands energy and your manifestations, then staying rooted in your channel would mean anchoring yourself in that energy and bringing it into fruition by proving your stability. I also had a really strange occurrence the other day, and one of the readers that I haven't really seen much lately, but I really enjoy, just got a job. And it was kind of one of those moments where like you wait and you're like looking for the right thing and then you give up, and that's when it happens. And it reminded me of Jim from The Office. He moved to LA to start acting or do whatever, and he was just about to give up. He was like talking to his mom about moving home, and then she was like, just stick it out a little bit longer, just a little bit more. And he did, and that's when it all came to fruition. That's when it happened. That's when he landed his role in The Office. That moment of surrender. God damn. Another message. I have to figure out a better solution, because this new phone case is not going to support this position. Something that was working in your life, now that it's upgraded, may no longer be compatible. But this justice, whatever earth-shaking situation this is going to lead you to your Ten of Cups. And sometimes that's not always comfortable. But you will work out a new solution. You will start something new. And whatever it is that's either going to be removed or is no longer compatible will be upgraded, will be replaced with something that is even better. But that is going to require a better mechanism. The way that I've been holding my phone up here, as long as I've been recording in this position, which has been ever since I moved here, at least a year, I've literally been resting my phone. I've been resting my phone on top of these knobs, like the cabinet. And I've just like sat it on top of those knobs, and it's been perfectly fine because my old waterproof phone case was rubber. The new waterproof phone case does a better job. It's not just waterproof, it is durable. It is much stronger. But it doesn't have that same grip that comes with the weaker material. The price we pay for quality is needing something else. So instead of doing the janky thing where we're leaving our phone on top of some knobs on a cabinet, maybe we'll actually have to be bothered to use the fancy new stand we got. That ring light tripod is very good, and it has a phone stand. There's no reason why I couldn't just move it wherever I want to record. But this is what I'm used to doing. I'm used to coming in here and just popping it up on the cabinet knobs. But would it be so bad to just go get the tripod? That's the kind of energy we're looking at here. Now that you have the better equipment, now that you are more prepared, now that you have the tools that you need, you actually have to start using them. Now that you landed this fancy new job, other things are going to have to change. And that leads me back to where I was going originally with that statement. I only brought that up because I had a bunch of job listings emailed to me spontaneously. I opted out of Indeed quite a while ago. I asked them to stop sending me emails because I wasn't applying for a minute. I was going to wait to apply until I had my certification done. And then I was going to apply specifically to GEMS. But I've been getting spontaneously, non-consensually, a shitload of job listings. And it's mostly GEMS. Personal trainer oriented gyms. And like customer service desk representative stuff for gyms. Anyway, Spirit seems to be sending me a message It's time to open up.